Hey folks, it's me, Michael Bach, your diversity dude, and this is Monday Morning Musings. So it seems our friends to the south have yet again tried to ruin pretty much anything that's good. If you didn't see it, a few days ago, the U.S. Supreme Court upheld a lower court ban on trans folks serving in the U.S. military. Not surprisingly, the vote was 5-4, with the 5 conservative judges voting in favor of keeping the ban and the 4 liberal judges voting to overturn. This has been going on for a long time, with the ban coming into place last year, and then it was overturned and then upheld and then overturned again, and now up to the Supreme Court. And don't get me started on the U.S. Supreme Court and their political judges that don't make decisions based on the law, but based on their ideology. I'm not going to go down that road on this video. When I saw this, my heart broke that still in this day and age, we are excluding a group of people because of something that they have no control over. And what's worse, the Pentagon in 2016 did a study and estimated that there were only 2,450 trans people serving in the U.S. military. So we're talking about less than 2,500 people, and we need a ban to exclude them from participating for a list of reasons that, quite frankly, are complete and utter bovine excrement. So it made me look at the Canadian military to find out what's going on in Canada as it relates to trans people. And I came across a few things that really made me proud to be a Canadian. The Canadian Forces actually has a policy related to how to include trans folk in the Canadian Forces, specifically as it relates to transitioning. And I'm going to post a couple things down below, but you can see the stories of a couple trans people who have been in the Canadian military, who have transitioned in the Canadian military, and are sharing their positive stories. Don't get me wrong, it's not perfect. I know for a fact that the Canadian Forces are not a perfect place. Heck, Canada is not a perfect place, but at least we're trying. At least we're not going to the extent of passing legislation to ban a small group of people. There were more than 2,500 people in my offices when I was at my former job. Like, we're talking about this many people, but we're not passing legislations to ban them from doing something they really want to do. So yay, Canadian Forces, I'm proud of you. And my message to trans folks south of the border that want to serve in the military, hey, Canada's not far. And you know what? We're hiring. Take a look. Go to forces.ca and you can find out more about what it would take for you as a trans person to proudly serve in the Canadian military. That's it for me. Please remember to subscribe to my channel by clicking on the link. And remember to connect with me on social media. Shoot. I'm laughing because I'm really trying to remember them. Not YouTube. On Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram. There you go. Connect with me on those channels, platforms. I'm so bad at this. Why does anybody let me do this? Remember to connect with me on those channels. We can edit that out, right? Remember to connect. Remember to connect. This is terrible. Remember to connect with me on social media through Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. I'll post the links down below. I hope you have a fantastic week, and I'll see you next week for another episode of Monday Morning Musings. Bye.